What's up, guys? Let's get right into the nipples. What's up, everyone? This is the Good Luck Have Fun podcast. Wow, I can't even say the name of the podcast right. We're off to a great start. I am here with my good friends, Nick and Jared. What is up, guys?
It's me, Nick.
Hey, what's up?
Hello?
That's Jared.
Hey, what's
hi.
up, hello? What is this, Fetty Wap season again or something?
Hey,
So I
What-
met these two guys in real life somehow. And
Video games are gay.
yeah, we just want to talk about games and we want to see what other people have to say about the things that we talk about. So, real quickly, let's just go through what you guys have been playing this week.
I think AJ should go first.
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah,
Just
yes.
because he's on top of the chat room, I feel like it's got to go in order.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
I have had zero time to play any new games, but when I do have time to play games, I just installed Final Fantasy IX on my cell phone because they make it for Android,
Oh wow!
and apparently it's the best one, and I'm slowly learning that. I mean, like all
Is it? I thought 7 was the best one.
Oh, well, I heard
thought-
otherwise.
I haven't played any of them, so I don't know. But
Check your Final Fantasy knowledge base, bro. 7 is the
What
best
kind of
one.
enthusiasts are we?
I'm Kingdom Hearts. I have Key.
I'm the kind of guy who like only plays Soul Calibur games, and I pause the game so that I can move the camera into weird positions, and it's really awkward and creepy. But you guys put up with it because I'm the only other kid who plays fighting games in your block.
I do that with Smash Brothers and Donkey Kong. I like to see
That's
his.
definitely a
thick
thing in
dick.
Smash Brothers.
I like to see his big, thick monkey dick.
Have you
Like,
guys?
my friends used to pause it in Smash Brothers when like Donkey Kong would throw someone down. He would like roll over him.
Have you guys seen these the little kids who are reviewing Minecraft bikini skins? I don't
Is this
know
a thing?
why. I don't know why that just reminded me of it.
Can
But
you send that to me?
I'm gonna do it right now. What does
Can
the
we-
kid say? It makes me have sex.
I'm done.
Oh, I found it. Okay,
Can
cool.
we
fucking
just
dead.
at the end of this
I'm
episode?
putting it
we'll
in the
just do, like, a
Discord
live
chat.
Can we do like a live reaction?
Look at the Discord chat.
Just all right. Hot skins for Minecraft.
Make the boobs more seeable. When I have skin, it makes me have sex.
When I see the skin, it makes me have sex.
Have sex. I can just picture. I could just picture a 10-year-old writing that. Or no, probably younger, right?
Probably.
Jeez.
Make the boobs more seeable.
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 But yeah.
This is
Aside
amazing.
from that we got sidetracked, but aside from Final Fantasy, which I'm terrible at because I'm still learning how to play it. Titanfall 2 is where it's at, and no one gives that game enough credit. Or the people who do give it enough credit are not. There's not enough of them for everyone to understand that it's a shooter game actually worth playing.
Yeah.
I am like so sick of Call of Duty games by now, and this series changed it up a lot, and it's a lot of fun.
That's
Didn't
how I feel
Titanfall
about,
2, that came out right after Battlefield 1, right?
Yeah, EA kind of screwed the game with its release date because I think there was 2 games that were releasing at that time, and they got the short end of the stick or the shit end of the stick.
Yeah, a week after Battlefield, everyone's just gonna get Battlefield.
Exactly. So not enough. I mean, there's a good amount of people playing the game. It's not anywhere near as many as are playing Call of Duty or Battlefield, but it's very entertaining. It takes skill to play. It's not like just random bullshit all the time. And there's a meta game that's just like it goes so deep because Titans have like counter Titans, and there's different strategies you can use depending on what loadout you pick, and it's a lot. It keeps it entertaining. It keeps things interesting. And if you get sick of running and gunning, you could be like, all right, I'm going to snipe now. And your playstyle changes 100% instead of like Call of Duty, where you're like, okay, I'm going to just choose this gun and run around and get shot after I turn every corner. So, yeah, I like that game a lot. I really think more people should play it or at least rent it so they could see what they're missing out on.
That reminds me of Rainbow Six Siege, where it's like it's kind of like the answer to Call of Duty Mania, but at the same time, it's like on the opposite end of the spectrum from Titanfall, because Titanfall it's like a more hectic, fast paced game, but it's still very strategy based, and it has a lot of cool new features that are foreign to just like basic shooters. And Rainbow Six is like the same thing, but in the other direction, where it's way more realistic and tactical.
It's like search and destroy.
Yeah. One life per round.
I have played that game a handful of times. My friend Adil bought it for me, and I only play it when he's online because I feel like that game is very hard to play unless your team is on their shit.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Well, you can't play it without a microphone, really. Like, it's one of those games where if your teammates are at least listening to what you say or vice versa, then you do a lot better.
Communication definitely helps.
Yeah.
And I feel like Battlefield has actually gone the other way, where it's become more casual, and you don't need you don't need a whole squad of people like playing the role of a medic, playing the role of like support and engineer, et cetera, et cetera. You could just kind of lone wolf it now because it's pretty much an arcade game at this point. Oh yeah, it's World War I, but everyone has automatic weapons. They're prototypes.
It's Call of Duty.
If you do have a squad, you will wreck though.
I believe it because I play with one other person, and we do pretty well with just 2 people in a squad. So
it's like the more people you have to communicate with, the better you do.
Jared, have I played it with you yet?
No.
We need to change that.
We need to do that. And we will.
Let's play soon. What have you been playing, by the way? I'm sorry, Nick. Did I cut you off? You said about Rainbow Six, right? Siege.
Oh yeah. So I've been playing Siege, but I wanted to mention special shout out to Valkyria Chronicles, because that's a game I always wanted to play when it first came out. But I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $60 on anime game. But they made an HD remaster for PC, and it was super cheap. And I was like, I always wanted to play this game, and I'm very much enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's got strategy. It's like XCOM, where you take turns issuing commands to troops, and it's like turn-based field combat. But it's a lot of fun, and it's got a great story, great characters, good art style, and I like it.
Very cool. I'm actually playing, I think it might be some gameplay on YouTube, just so people who are listening or watching, they could see how it works. Oh, this game has guns in it?
Which game?
Valkyrie Chronicles.
Oh yeah, it's like a World War II alternate reality where Europe is called Europa, and things are different, but it's basically like a World War II allegory.
Is Hitler there?
There's a guy who's kind of like Hitler.
Anime Hitler?
He's like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, like curly-haired angel boy. Oof. But he kind of plays the role of Hitler, I guess. He's a big asshole.
Oh, fair enough.
And his name is Maximilian, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you." So he's pretty good.
That sounds pretty anime.
It totally is. And he has like a hot babe, right-hand man, aka right-hand woman, who's like
right-hand babe.
Yeah, right-hand babe, who's all powerful, and she like kicks ass. And he's like, "Yes, my babe, go kill for me." And she's like, "I'm independent, but I'll do it anyway."
I feel like you hit the nail on the head, and I don't need to experience that gameplay in order to get the gist of what's going on.
You can just skip all the cutscenes now. Now that I explained that,
you can skip every other anime now.
You're probably right. All right, so Jared, what have you been playing?
I'm still very much hooked on Breath of the Wild.
Ooh, tell us more.
Hey guys, it's really good.
Period. We're done.
Period. And that's that. No, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had more fun just adventuring out like through an open world than in Zelda. And that's like coming. That's a lot for me because like I play a lot of Skyrim. I really enjoy like those open world games. But there's something about like Breath of the Wild that just nails it. Of just like aimlessly walking around if you want and just like searching through an environment just to like, see what's there and kind of discover what's out there. That's not even part of the main quest. And the main quest is really, really good. And it's definitely among the strongest of the Zelda series,
Hmm.
God,
which,
I want it so
if you don't
bad.
know, is a very good series.
I want it.
Do you have a Wii U,
Um,
Nick?
No, I skipped the Wii U because I knew it would be obsolete once they started releasing Wii U titles for the Switch.
Ah,
Smart.
fair enough.
Because they always do that. Like Nintendo, they're very cool with the way a new console comes out, and they're like, okay, now you just go to the Nintendo store and you can play every game from the last console generation and vice versa. So I figured if I just skip Nintendo for a few years, I can just get all the games on one console.
That's the way to go. That's definitely
Honestly,
what's happening.
that's probably the most cost-effective way to go about it.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
Nintendo's mostly single player games anyway, so it's not like you're missing out on like
The multiplayer
multiplayer. Yeah,
experience, yeah,
you can just kind of do it at your own leisure, at that point.
that's true. I actually just posted a link to these graphs that I saw earlier on Reddit. They were showcasing the amount of quests and the ratings, the size of the maps, I believe, of The Witcher, Witcher 3, Skyrim, and Breath of the Wild. I just put the link in the Discord chat if you guys want to look at it. But it's really interesting to see how these games compare. I mean, when you think of Breath of the Wild, Witcher, and Skyrim, since they're both open world adventure games in like a fantasy setting, I guess they might come to mind immediately. But there's like such there's like a number of different amounts of quests. The map size in The Witcher is actually bigger than Breath of the Wild. It's more than 2 times bigger, which is crazy.
I would say though that it is far flatter.
In The Witcher?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the
I
terrain
mean,
is just more
still,
interesting.
yeah. I mean, it's still by far a larger map.
Yeah, the thing is with The Witcher, it's just it's not very varied. I'm sure Zelda has deserts and snow and stuff, and Witcher only kind of has like
One
oh,
type of climate.
no. There's actually in The Witcher, there's a point where you go to these islands and they're like snowy Viking mountain islands, but it's not that different.
Jared, have you played The Witcher? I haven't played that game at all,
Yes,
actually.
I have played through Witcher 3, and it is one of my top games of all time.
Same
Dang.
though.
I have the
That game
tendency.
nails atmosphere.
It does, dude. It nails like so much. The characters are all very
Oh, yeah.
nice.
The
Very
side,
cool.
it's got some of the best side quests ever too.
The contract, oh man,
Ooh, contracts
it's
are
like
good.
it's like supernatural. It's like you show up and they're like, "Oh, this monster's beating the shit out of my kids," and you're like, "Oh, I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that for the right price."
And then you just get a bunch of money for beating up the kids instead of letting the monster do it.
yeah. Your
Pretty
kids
much.
are dead, but
The-
so is your kids are dead, but the monster doesn't have anything to beat up now, so it left. So give me my money.
It's the old Witcheroo.
The Witcheroo.
I think Witcher 3 is like a long discussion we need to have soon.
Hell yeah! I think AJ needs to play it.
I do need to play it.
Yes.
I just actually got GameFly recommendation code or whatever for a free month, and that is the first game on my list to play because I slept on it so long.
You're gonna need more than a month, my friend.
You're
I
gonna need a
know.
while.
I know, I believe it. And the funny thing is, like, I do this to a lot of games. I won't play it when it comes out, and then as soon as the price drops and it's like in my window of games that I need to play, I'll just become obsessed with it and just not stop playing it ever.
Oh, I'm the same. Well, lucky for you, Witcher actually does go on sale a lot, though.
Yeah.
I got to keep an
And
eye out
the
for that.
whole like Game of the Year edition bundle.
Yeah. You'll get all the DLC and everything.
Word. I need to
That's a
find
long game.
I didn't do the DLC yet. I only beat the
I
main
haven't
game.
either. After I beat it, I definitely like felt like I needed to take a break.
Yeah, I was like, I can't like lose another month of my life for a while.
It's like that, and it's also just such a dark experience.
Oh yeah,
Not
very
Especially like, the decision making in that game.
yeah.
It's a lot of like lose-lose situations, but like not in the way where it's like, well, it didn't matter what I chose.
lesser
No,
of
it
two
matters. It's
evils
like
type
you're like
thing.
who am I gonna piss off later down the road? Like, what is this?
Yeah, because I mean, there's like what 30 different world outcomes in the end.
Yeah, there are.
That's pretty
wild.
awesome.
Yeah,
Word. That is something I need to look into. We have 2 minutes left. I guess we could stop. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay, Babar,
game is
come
that?
here. Babar, it's me. Babar, it's me, the alt-right, and I want to make you into a hate symbol. Come here, take that crown off. Put on a Trump wig.
Put on this MAGA hat.
Put on this MAGA hat, this Trump wig. Make that green suit black. Get a red tie. Oh, beautiful.
just go sit with the frog.
I'm just going to
Go-
Google this real quick. Babar racist, white supremacist ties?
I
He knows
I
what he
think
did.
I read something about that where the son or the daughter of the creator of Babar was like, these white supremacists, they're taking over Babar and they're turning my father's beautiful creation into a hate symbol. And I was like, oh shit, this is what happened with Pepe.
That's
Wow.
kind of suck.
Yeah, it must suck to be like a children's book author and have your thing fucking
Yeah, it's like turn
deviated.
into a hate symbol.
Wait a second. I just found this article that says Babar the elephant, racism, sexism, and privilege in children's stories.
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm fucking dead, dude.
That's like a whole other podcast.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's a little bit out of our jurisdiction.
Yeah,
I'm gonna type in Mass Effect into the Google Meister, and let's
Mhm.
just see what the first headline is. It is okay. There's a review, a couple reviews.
yeah. Reviews came out this morning.
I'm gonna start the timer, by the way. So yeah, I didn't see any reviews. I haven't read anything about it. I try to go into games like this without seeing too much or hearing too much about what other people have to think. But I think it was unavoidable how ridiculous the animations are. I mean,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I usually with like, especially when it's a series that I already like, I really try to avoid spoilers and reviews if I feel like the developer's good. But I feel like that facial animations have like taken over game news all week.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how
It's
did
like
this
it's
start?
unavoidable.
Where's the ground zero for people like starting to bash this? Because I know a lot of stuff happened within the last week, but
The
I'm
ground
not
zero-
too sure. I
There
know
is
that
there is no ground zero, dude. Like they just shipped a broken product, and when people were like, "Yeah, I'll pay $7 to try the demo because why not?" Like I'm looking forward to this game. Everyone was sorely disappointed by the walking animations, the facial expressions, the head turning. Like they fucking when you're having a conversation with two people, their heads don't like ease to the other person. They just like snap into place, and it's so horrifying.
So for those listening, for the record, as far as like when this is being recorded, the game comes out tonight.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right.
So
Today is the
I
21st?
went ahead. Yes.
Did you pre-order this game?
No,
No.
I don't
Good.
pre-order any games.
Do not pre-order games.
Don't
If you're
because
listening, yeah, do not, because this shit happens, and then
the
you're
last
stuck.
game. The last game I pre-ordered was GTA 5, and I don't regret that because I trust Rockstar as a developer. Like I
I
knew
think
it
that's a
was gonna be
fair
good.
pre-order.
I'm pretty sure you know what you're getting into with any GTA
Yeah,
game. They're
yeah,
not
exactly.
they're not notorious for like trying to turn their game into a giant casino for microtransactions or
Well, they did eventually, but it didn't start that way. They
Yeah, at least we
started
got
with-
a full game first.
Yeah,
True.
they started with
Very
a clear
true.
vision, and then they realized that they
like,
were
oh
tempted.
shit, we can make money.
Yeah,
We can
They're
fund
like-
Red Dead with this game.
yeah, they were like, "Wow, we can make money even after people buy the game." Wow, who knew?
No wonder everyone's doing this shit. So in the background, I'm actually playing a bunch of the awful animations from Andromeda, and I can't get over how bad some of them are. The running is the worst. The duck walk.
that was so funny.
That was the worst.
It's fucking inexcusable though, because think about it. This is a game.
This has
Where-
been in development for years.
It is. No, it's not even. It's develop
been
it.
5 years since
Develop
the
it
last Mass
as
Effect.
long as you want. Do whatever you want with your development time. But the thing is, dialogue and interaction are core to this game's idea of a role-playing experience. And if half of the game is spent looking at people talking to each other, and that looks fucking retarded, then that's not a good game. That is not,
Yeah.
like half of the game is you staring at these corpse-faced cheese people screaming at each other with their furrowed eyebrows. It's horror. It's not good. It's very scary to me.
So I went ahead and I watched a bunch of videos last night. I knew we were gonna have this discussion, and then when the reviews came out, I checked like a few of them, and I guess like the problem with the facial animations, at least it's only for humans. But
Yeah.
the character
Well, that's
as
not a good
human-
excuse, though.
Yeah,
But
no, it's not an excuse. I mean, like, it's a relief that it's not every single fucking person.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, technically it is, because we don't have like real life aliens to seek
Well, yeah, it's
reference
like, yeah,
with.
exactly. It's just like, it's like you can't be like, oh yeah, an alien wouldn't look like that.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
exactly.
like, how would you know?
Wow.
It's the
They're,
unknown.
they're made up things, but like,
exactly.
but it's like the thing with the people is like half these people when you're talking to them, and again, like it's a Bioware game, which is like built upon dialogue and branching narrative, is like you need to nail like looking at someone and talking to keep it like believable.
Yeah, the immersion
'Cause
is
it's like
broken
the-
every time
yeah, the-
something
the-
ridiculous happens.
Like
Which
the Mass
is
Effect
most
series,
of the time.
yeah, the Mass Effect series, like being like a space opera, like it's built around the narrative itself,
Yeah.
which is built around the dialogue that you choose to say. And if you're like talking to someone and they look like they're an reanimated corpse, that's not how you like stay with the game. That's not how you keep someone believing what's
Immersed.
going on.
Engaged, yeah, and-
it's
and,
like so immersion breaking.
It's very inexcusable considering The Witcher 3 came out like 2 years ago, and they fucking nailed it. Like the thing
Mhm.
is, when you're
it's
animating,
not impossible.
yeah, like it's not impossible when you're even Fallout 4. Like Bethesda is very subpar when it comes to their animations, but even that's a lot more subtle than Mass Effect, because when you're animating like a realistic human person, it's got to be subtle. Like they're treating like all the points on a person's face, Mass Effect, they're treating them like cartoon characters. It's like, let's raise the eyebrow like 7 inches when they're surprised, and it's like, no, in real life,
They either look too surprised or they look like they are fresh out of their Botox. Like
Yeah. Everything
Well,
is just so exaggerated. And
yeah,
I
they,
get
like,
what they're
it's like
going
it's like
for.
it's the extreme one or the other. There's no like
It's
In
there's
so,
no perfect middle ground.
in The Witcher, when Geralt is surprised, he raises his eyebrows slightly in a realistic manner. Like that's because he's a real person. Like he's not a cartoon character.
Yeah.
did they do
It's-
facial capture, motion capture for that game?
No, The
No.
Witcher is all hand
No way.
animated.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're nuts, dude. They're a small studio and they fucking went ham with it.
They nailed it. Yeah, I don't know how they did it. CD Projekt Red, props to you guys.
Yeah,
Oh
That
wait,
is-
they did do some mocap, but I don't think it was for face, right?
no, I think if they did anything, it's probably for like walking animations.
Yeah, I
maybe,
think it was like
stuff
walking and
that.
fighting animations.
Fighting, I
Yeah.
see here, yeah.
So more
I
of
think,
body scan.
like one thing you really have to understand, or a lot of people don't understand rather, is BioWare has to make the engine and the animation support all of the characters that people are going to build. And it's probably really hard for them to do that with humans, given how you can build any human and their expressions have to match whatever's going on in the story regardless of how they look, right? So that's probably a huge challenge for them. But that
But it's only
point
one
is
character
no.
model.
Yeah,
Well,
that point
here's-
is no,
here's-
because they've done it before. Like what?
That-
What went
Well, yeah, it's
wrong?
like the thing with this
What
is
went
that the
wrong?
facial animations in this game in Andromeda are far below in Mass Effect 3,
Hmm.
which was like what 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's what's so
how did
weird about
this
it.
this is supposed to be your guys' thing?
You can
Like
make
one of the things that you best excel at, you've fallen far behind in.
Yeah, it just
it's
seems
very disappointing.
so strange that they could go from that quality of animation and like creating this fundamentally um flawed way of producing the facial animations after they've nailed it previously, and it's never been an issue for them before. So I don't know what happened with the studio, but it's frustrating to see that because this is like a game that people didn't. It's not like a hugely anticipated game that people have been waiting years for. I mean, to me, I didn't. I thought they were done after 3, and I think a lot of
I've,
people
I've,
thought that.
I've been waiting.
I didn't know they were making this game, to be honest, until I started hearing people ripping on all of the facial animations and stuff like that.
I didn't know till E3 because I think was it last E3 where they released a teaser. I think.
Yeah, last E3 they released a little bit of a teaser, just saying like, "Oh yeah, we're building off of an engine."
So I guess that kind of went by the wayside for me because I actually never played the original games. But when you compare the animations, it's like night and day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And I'm hearing like really mixed things about the graphics look good outside of
Yeah.
these facial animations. The graphics look really good. They're building off of DICE's newest engine, Frostbite. Was it Frostbite 3 now?
I think, yeah.
It looks beautiful. So other animation looks pretty good. I'm hearing mixed things about some of the characters, and some of the writing I'm hearing like is praise, and some other parts are just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
So I'll admit, like as a huge BioWare fan and a huge fan of the Mass Effect series, I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm horrified by the faces. That is, they're uncanny valley, and it hurts my soul.
I'm not trying to talk to corpses.
I think one criticism my friend gave it, and he's a huge fan of the series and space sci-fi in general, sci-fi games.
Mm-hmm.
He played the demo, and he said, I mean, this is a complaint that you can have for a lot of recent games, that it's very hand-holdy. Like, he was kind of expecting, oh, it's 600 years in the future, and you're in a new galaxy, and the whole like theme of this game is kind of like discovery.
Yeah,
But
it's like explore.
yeah, exactly. Like that's the theme, right? But then when you start playing the game, there's fucking guide arrows everywhere. It's like, oh, check this out. Oh, look over here. Oh, go here. Do this objective. And he was like, he felt like very much on rails when he was expecting more of a liberating experience.
Because it's definitely supposed to feel, at least that once you get past a certain point in the game, I hear that it's supposed to feel more open world.
I mean, that's true. The game hasn't come out yet. That was just based on the demo, but it's still like.
But like you're advertising a game like this, don't like have the demo like limit you like that.
Yeah, it's a little misleading. I think I'm gonna skip it. I think I'm gonna skip Mass Effect.
That's
fair. I've been skipping it all along, so welcome, welcome to the party.
Hey, let's go.
This guy knew the whole time.
Let's welcome to the fucking club.
Have you guys watched any videos comparing the previous games to this game?
No, but I'm sure Crow the Cat is gonna make a great one.
Yes.
Oh, probably. Yeah, he does great videos. I love that channel.
We can toss up some videos right now too. Kind of going back and forth.
If you want to throw some in the Discord chat, I'll play them for people watching.
Can you Google this one? I don't remember the name. I think it was 2 Girls, 1 Cup. And just throw that up in the background. Don't even look at what it is. Just like download it and put it in the Premiere file.
Okay.
In whatever editing software, and just throw it in, and the audience will be like, yeah, okay, I see what they're talking about.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah, don't even look at it. Don't even.
Well, guys, is there anything else to be said about Mass Effect 3?
I
Mass
like.
Effect 3 or Mass Effect Andromeda?
Oh, I'm sorry, Andromeda.
It's not the third one.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
probably
guess
a
there's
bad
only
thing at this point.
I yeah, I don't know. I think I read a really interesting review earlier today since the embargo was lifted this morning on reviews, and it said that if it wasn't already part of the Mass Effect series, it would have been getting better ratings
Huh. See,
because it's
that-
being held to the standard of the Mass Effect series.
Yeah.
And I think that's really interesting because that's a
pretty
good
interesting.
series. But
But
it sounds like it's just falling below the standard that it's already set.
I still, that's
It's
still a fair
frustrating.
criticism though, because then if it came out under a different title, then people would just be like, "Well, Mass Effect did it better," you
Right?
know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it
Like,
doesn't
it's
really
just
matter.
It's an interesting thing to say, but it's only
Yeah,
So,
like
yeah.
it holds no weight because either way, like the game still has its flaws and things that detract from the core experience.
So here's the question of the day, right?
Yes,
Can you
the
get
answer is yes.
can you get past the animations to enjoy this game?
So I mentioned this earlier. I can't just because like I said, half of the game is dialogue and interacting and watching these people interact and make decisions. And if it were like Fallout where you can talk to people in first person, no, actually you'd still be looking at their faces. If there were less dialogue, then maybe. But the fact that so much of the game is watching it unfold.
I think I would have to know if this was some sort of mistake and if there's some sort of patch they're planning.
I don't think it is a mistake. Like this is,
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have known.
yeah.
Like,
And the
they're-
thing
they're
is,
making
with
the game.
patching animations is like, it's not like a code. You have to like change a lot of stuff. So I'm curious if they're ever gonna patch it.
I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going on with all this.
I wonder how much they could potentially fix if they wanted to fix it. Who's to
'Cause,
say
like-
that they're
like a
just gonna
patch.
leave it and just be like, okay, fuck
'Cause-
it, it's done. Let's just sell
So-
the game and move on.
I'm not super developer savvy, but here's like a patch, right? You release a shooter game or a game that has shooting mechanics, and one of the guns, it misses a lot. Like its accuracy is fucked. That's just a value. You just patch in a number. You change the value for hit rate or whatever. That's patchable. But animations they're not like
They're
a
a lot
line
more
of code.
complex,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not a value that you change or write. It's a thing you have to like drag and drop and point A to point B. Like there's a lot of stuff that I don't like. Patchable, is it? Yes. Will they do it? I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
thanks
giving it
Windows for
Google
reminding me
now.
to restart my computer. Sorry, Jared, for cutting you off, but the Windows noise
me.
was really obnoxious.
AJ, it's me, Cortana. Please press my buttons to make me newer.
No, Cortana, you've done enough.
Fuck me, AJ, in my ghostly pussy.
God damn it! Didn't I disable you?
Yes, I am disabled.
But I'm also watching your every move, and I'm also feeding advertisements directly into your intestines.
I'm working with Google now. I'm the one who makes those really annoying YouTube ads where it's like, "Oh, don't do 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 do."
It was me, Cortana.
Oh,
You know
why
the
am I not
ones.
surprised?
You know the ones I'm talking about.
Okay, so really quick, I did a little Google search, see if the development team has addressed any of this. And let's see, one of their head people, what's his name?
This is what happens when you make your
so
intern to do
Ian
all
Fraser.
the animations.
Ian Fraser has been asked about this, and here we have from Polygon an article saying, although Fraser didn't say when a patch would be released to fix the issue, it's clear the team at BioWare is aware of the issue and working on a solution to the problem.
All right. How much of that is bullshit and how much of that is
Yeah, like-
actually going to be fixable at this point? The game launches tonight, right? the street
It's
date.
he said it's not in a day one patch,
It won't be. You can't like
Yeah.
patch animation in a day.
but it sounds like they've been aware. At least it sounds like that it's been an issue.
Okay, so over on how long it takes them to fix this thing.
I think it'll if they do fix it, it's probably not going to happen for like 6 months. I don't think.
You think so?
Yeah, because like what happens with developers is like once the game's out, everyone gets a month off. So they're probably not going to work on this for like a month after the day one patch. Then they have to get back to animating and fixing that. That's going to take probably like another
All right,
2
what
months.
happened?
I don't know if they even try to fix that problem. I'm sure there's going to be other issues that are more immediate. So I don't know. 6 months seems like for that problem
I'm gonna say at most.
at most 6 months.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'll give it that.
because
They're pretty
The other-
competent developer.
it's a competent developer. They tend to support their games. And the newest trend is shipping out unfinished games.
Oh, that's what all the cool
why is
people
that
are
a thing?
Don't pre-order games, people.
God, the last developer left that doesn't do that shit, I think, is Rockstar.
But
CD
guys,
Projekt
if
Red
you-
shipped
if you-
out a finished
Oh,
game.
and them, yes, and they're very good too.
Those are
Which is,
both facts.
Those are facts.
But
Those are facts.
guys,
Finished titles.
how am I supposed to get the exclusive nipple tassels if I
I
pre-order from
I would also say
GameStop?
Breath of the Wild, but Zelda I would say is an exception.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a
yeah,
good point.
Nintendo.
Nintendo just ships out finished titles.
Yeah, no, well, because Nintendo, I mean,
don't
Miyamoto
have a
said it
DRM.
himself.
That's why. There's
They
They
take their
also they believe in well, who said it? Was it Iwata or Miyamoto? Where they were a delayed game is eventually good, whereas a
that's
rushed
true.
game is bad.
More games should be delayed.
Yeah, that's
Like-
Nintendo's mantra.
Current example, Persona 5 has been delayed for like years.
Huh.
It's gonna be good.
Case in point, right?
Persona 5 was originally supposed to be a PS3 game.
Oh wow.
That's
And then
actually crazy.
it got delayed for a while, and then it's supposed to come out in Japan and the US at the same time in September, and then they delayed it until April for the US, just for localization.
I'm
Was-
very confident in Persona 5, but actually I just realized the outlier for a delayed game is eventually good.
Mhm.
The Last Guardian.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh,
that game.
no.
That because when you said it was supposed to be a PS3 game, I'm like, that
Huh.
sounds familiar.
I know another game that was supposed to be
Yeah.
PS3.
And it's fucking, It looks good, but like it looks nice, pretty, but it's not a great game.
I hate to be that guy who forms his opinion on a game based on one donkey video that I watched, but I'm that guy.
It was actually it was Donkey and Game Grumps and everybody else, but
And fucking Critical.
and
What's up,
Critical
guys?
and Pingu and Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Is only everyone that paid money to play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
That's absolutely right.
That's a game I would
But I
play
haven't
for like
played it
$5.
myself, so I can't
thing is
speak
that-
directly to my
That
experience.
game,
with it.
that game is a game I would play for like $5 or $10. I wouldn't shell 60 on it because at the end of the day, it has the same depth as like Flash games from 2005, like physics-based Flash games. Like, right though, you go on Newgrounds
That's so
and
true. Let's
Yeah,
go to
it's like-
Newgrounds and find a better game right now.
like there's like, oh, you have this one gameplay feature, and then we'll just make it a little harder level by level, but you use the same feature and just kind of like finagle your way around. And this game, the feature is the big dog thing, and you feed him barrels, and the levels get harder as they go on, but there's no like depth other than that.
As of right now, it's $30 on Amazon.
That's still too much. Newgrounds is free, my friend, and they have a
Well,
million games.
that's not a sale price. That's just a straight up price drop.
Wow.
Oh well, yeah.
But you could get the collector's edition for $130, and it comes with a real live guardian animal.
It comes with a real dog.
Slash
get the-
bird slash lion. What is this
Get the
thing?
version with the English dub. The boy says "fuck" every time the creature drops him.
No, that's Mass Effect.
Yeah,
The person says "fuck" every time they look in the mirror.
back to Mass Effect.
Pretty much. Mass
They
Effect.
didn't delay Mass Effect, right?
No, not that I know of.
I think.
Well, the thing is, they didn't have to because they were very far along development when they announced it. I think.
So why would they do this to us?
I don't know.
Because it's an EA game.
Because EA has investors that just want to push product and not care about the artistic integrity.
Then why is Titanfall so good and no one's playing it? Oh wait, because they released it at the worst time ever. That's right. Real quick, Andromeda. Is it really because it was in the Andromeda Galaxy, or like this tweet from what's his name, Nibellion on Twitter says more like Mass Effect androids because, and then it's just a video of the face animations.
Android Meta.
What if it was supposed to be Mass Effect androids, and then like maybe 30 days ago they were just like, nope, you're calling it Andromeda. You got to change everything.
Oh my god, dude! I think you just figured out how they fixed that game. So
That's
this is what happens. Remember how
guys,
they patched a
It
new
was
ending?
delayed.
It was delayed.
Yes.
Oh no, that doesn't look good.
You know, it was justified because at least the face animations look great.
Okay, wait. This is how they fix it in a lore-friendly way, right? So instead of changing all the animations, you know how in Mass Effect 3 they did a DLC for a better ending?
Oh God.
Okay, so here's the new
That's just
here's
such
the new
a
ending.
fundamentally wrong thing to do. Oh yeah, our game sucked, so we're just gonna redo it.
Yeah. No, but this is how they fix it in a
Okay,
lore-friendly
I'm
way.
listening.
Okay, 1 month from now, free DLC, better ending, and at the end of Mass Effect Andromeda, you just go back to where you came out of your pod and you read the computer file, and it says the real person who was in this pod died, and we reconstructed him with robot parts in the pod. And then that says it for everyone's single like birth pod. Everyone was just killed and just turned into an android, and that just makes sense.
Wait,
So
so what you're saying is they're all synths and there's a portal directly into the Fallout universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Game of the year,
Father-
baby. There we go.
the game takes place in the Institute, and you're just having a dream. Because do androids dream of electric sheep? Yes,
Do
they
they?
do.
Probably, yeah.
No, they probably
Jared,
dream
I
of like
feel
oil.
like I cut you off. I'm sorry. Were you going to say something?
I thought of my own lore explanation to all this.
Okay, go for it.
So the whole thing in the beginning of the game that sets it up is that they're going off into the Andromeda cluster.
Okay.
Mhm.
So they have to go into a cryo sleep to survive that long.
Ah.
It's like a 600 something year travel to them.
Okay.
So this cryo sleep just fucks them up, and the humans just don't respond well to it.
But everyone else does.
Everyone else does. They're all built differently.
Genius. Or
I'd
what
like
if
to-
humans' lifespan was just way too short? So instead of sending humans, they just created android versions of those humans, but nobody
And trick
knows.
them.
And that's the secret ending that no one's heard about yet.
That's
See,
I-
and no one's gotten to the ending yet, too.
I'd like to
Exactly.
compound.
Oh my goodness.
I'd like to compound a little bit. I'd like to compound onto Jared's lore because I think he's onto something.
Okay.
600 years is a long time to be asleep, right?
Facts.
Mhm.
Think of all the wet dreams you can have in 600
Oh,
years.
That's
So-
gonna drain. That's gonna drain you.
Yeah, no. The thing is, the pod fills up with cum, and
Oh my god.
their faces,
man.
their faces just start sticking together, and it eventually becomes a stuck face of cum, and that's
It's an all-natural Botox mask.
exactly. And they come out this sticky mess, but it's already like infused with their skin, and they can't do anything about it. That's what happens. It was all just an experiment in sexuality.
And with
Now we'll
that, I think this is a good spot to stop. All right. So thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it if you're even there. And Jared, Nick, thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully we will do this again soon.
Yeah,
plan
boy.
on it.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye and good night or day.
Good
You might be
day.
listening during the day.
Maybe. Who knows?
Good day.
Peace
Maybe
one.
we'll be back in a week.
Okay, this is like way too drawn out.
I don't know how
Or
to say
will we?
goodbye.
I don't know how to say goodbye either, but maybe we should just
How
leave
do
it at that.
Okay,
Just fade out and add some type of free music.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.